Welcome, everyone, to the future of Super Mario Nintendo Direct. Today, we are taking a massive journey through time. We are looking at where Mario started and where he is going. First, you have seen the first ever trailer in the year of 1985. Pay tribute to the game that changed industry forever. This game, Super Mario Bros., the original that debuted back in 1985 on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and with this game being on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System of Mario's 8-bit journey of rescuing Princess Peach. And today, I'm going to be your guide for today's really special Nintendo Direct. I'm your host, and be a guide, Zacharyson, as we go along and show you every single trailer we're going to be going through today and looking back at the past of Mario games. Next up, we like to show you a sequel to the original Mario Bros. Game.
Super Mario is back. He's blasting through worlds where no one has ever been. He's taking on enemies no one else dares. This time Mario pops up power wherever he goes, so he's bigger and badder than ever before. You've never seen creatures like these. You've never had an adventure like this. It's everything you've dreamed of and worlds more. It's Super Mario 2, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
What you have seen is another trailer of a very, very familiar game in the Mario Bros. Franchise. This trailer came from the original Japanese sequel that was released on June 3rd, 1986 for the Famicom Disk System. Because we love making Mario games that everyone loves. And was intentionally supposed to be called Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, but however, that's another Mario game that everyone loves. Super Mario Bros. 2 is an amazing game that everyone keeps on playing. Let's move on to another very, very familiar Mario trailer back in the past. What Have You Seen was the third installment in the original Mario Bros. Series, Super Mario Bros. 3. This was released in Japan in 1988. And so, it came out in Japan on October 23rd, 1988. And came into North America on February 12, 1990, and in Europe on August 29th, 1991. This amazing game first introduced the Koopa Kids, and that most of you are mostly playing this game right now and still celebrating 40 years of Mario. So, let's move on to another trailer that everyone loves. Super Mario World is what you have seen. The first trailer, and it was first released in Japan in the year of 1990. And so, in North America, it came on August 23rd, 1991. And it also came in Europe on April 11th, 1992. This amazing game has all kinds of things for you to be exploring. Secrets, picking up keys, putting them into keyholes, and finding secret places. And this amazing game has all sorts of things. Now let's move on to a growing era.
Open your eyes and your mind to the realism of Nintendo 64 as you play Super Mario 64.
Mario.
Submerge in a 3D environment with 15 worlds of beautiful graphics at 10 special areas, and of course, Mario. Move an incredible 360 degrees as you embark on Mario's greatest adventure to recover the stolen Power Stars and defeat his mortal enemy, Bowser. Mario acquires special abilities by changing hats. Fly with a feathered hat. Use the invisible hat to vanish. And become invincible with the metal hat. Use these powers to combat giant 3D enemies as you see the action through Mario's eyes. 64 megs of power and battery backup let you experience Mario like never before. It's Super Mario 64.
What have you seen is the first 3D open world Mario game. This first debuted and released in 1996 in Japan and in North America. Super Mario 64 released onto the Nintendo 64 and has 120 Power Stars on in total. And defeating Bowser and Princess Peach is trapped within the castle, and it's up to Super Mario to save her and from Bowser's clutches. Super Mario 64 is an amazing game. This year, it is turning 30 years old. It's gonna be this month on the 23rd of June. And so, we've got another game we're going to show you that already came out back in the past. What have you seen was a short little trailer of another Mario game that everyone loves. Back in the year 2002, Super Mario Sunshine has been first released. And ever since then, people were playing it, how awesome it was, and how gorgeous the environment is. Super Mario World is where Bowser Jr. first got introduced. And with the Super Mario Sunshine game and Corona Mountain, an area that we already know about as of Corona Volcano, and Super Mario Sunshine. Enjoy the game, everyone. Let's check out this next trailer we'd like to show you.
Welcome to the new Mushroom Kingdom. New Super Mario Brothers. This only happens on Nintendo DS. Rated E for everyone.
What have you seen is another very, very familiar Mario game. In this very, very familiar Mario game, the Nintendo DS became a thing. And along with the Nintendo 3DS. And they are handheld devices that can play video games on. Now here, in 2006, New Super Mario Bros., the DS version, has finally been released as of that year. And everyone has been playing it, and I would like to say thank you very much, everyone, for playing New Super Mario Bros. DS version. Let's move on to other past Mario games we're going to be taking a look at so far. A brand new frontier has now been born. If you go where to no man has ever gone before, this is a place that Mario has never been to before. You have seen the trailer of Super Mario Galaxy, the game coming out onto the Nintendo Wii for the first time in 2007. I know that all of you mostly enjoy that game, and already have both of those games, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, for the Nintendo Wii. For now, let's move on to our very, very familiar franchise that everyone loves and every YouTuber playing it.
Introducing Super Mario Maker. For the first time, your mind's the limit in creating and playing any Mario level imaginable. Anyone can make it, everyone can play it. Super Mario Maker, only on Wii U, rated E for everyone.
What have you seen is a trailer that Nintendo and I have shocked the world with in the greatest way possible. This is the first look trailer of a Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker is an amazing game that everyone loves. Super Mario Maker is a game of where you can make your very own levels and play somebody else's levels to get inspired by, and this game has unlimited possibilities. Make what you can bake, and endless creativityness means more new ideas. Let's check out another game that is about to turn 10 years old next year.
Yeah.
This video game came out back in October 2017. What have you seen is the first look trailer of a 2-minute video of Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is an amazing game. Everyone loves it, everyone plays it. The Broodals got first introduced. The Broodals are a group of bosses that Mario needs to defeat. We got Harriet, the girl Broodal, and the Wii that has that purple pink dress, and the green Broodal that has that green hat on, and one other one that's tall and lanky and has superpowers that no one could even muster. But Mario, he can do it. And with fully explorable areas like New Donk City, Shiveria, which is a snowy-like kingdom, and Super Mario Odyssey, along with Bowser in here, with the moon, the church on top of the moon, in outer space, and all sorts of areas you can explore. This is the first game that everyone didn't expect to see. Everyone was shocked to the day of the Nintendo Direct in 2016 or in 2017. And they didn't realize that Super Mario Odyssey got announced. And so now they did. Super Mario Odyssey is an amazing game. And you can collect power moons as of energy sources for the ship as well. And doing all sorts of things in the secret area, Princess Peach's castle, you can get to by only collecting power stars, like power moons, you can collect, and you can lock the secret area by collecting all of them in a single game, Mario Odyssey. Let's now check out the other past Mario game that happened 3 years ago. Well, it's gonna be 3 years ago. 2 years ago, this happened. It's gonna be 3 years old on October 23rd this year.
Wow, Zippy! Hey, there's someone back there. You don't see that every day. Love that sound. What's that? Wonderful!
What have you seen is the newest 2D side-scrolling game, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. In this video game, quite the shocker that Nintendo and I announced this. In Super Mario Bros. Wonder, things can get a little bit wonky, and the background looks incredible. We have added a new power-up called the Wonder Flower. If Super Mario ends up touching it, then it will cause the pipes to move like this. It's weird, but you may have to get used to the effects of the Wonder Flower. And we have got the drill power-up, which basically lets you drill under the ground and pop back up. So you're Mario, you go down and you do that. Another power-up is a bubble power-up. The bubble power-up lets you make bubbles yourselves and jumping on bubbles to get to the other platforms. It's like Super Mario Bros. Wonder parkour, bubble parkour. And this game has sold really well. Thank you very much for playing it. Now let's talk about the present and what's going to be happening this year in 2026. We would like to show you a game that's going to be getting announced in the big September 2026 Nintendo Direct.
Here we go! Okie dokie. Oh, yeah!
What have you seen is the big 3D open world Mario adventure that's going to be getting announced in the September 2026 General Nintendo Direct. This game is slated for release early 2027, and Nintendo and I need to still work on 3D mode so that way all of you can enjoy the Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, and the Mario 64 game styles, making levels in those forms and adjusting gravity yourselves so that way you can make crazy insane levels. And we have other 2D game styles. One is in the works, Super Mario Bros. Wonder game style. And we have gotten the others, like the one from New Super Mario Bros. DS version is going to be in the works, along with a few other game styles that is in the works, like Mario and Luigi Brothership and many other game styles as well. And so, we'd like to show you another game that might be getting announced. Let's talk about a potential movie that's going to be coming in the year 2028. This project from Atlus Nintendo are still working on it to the very day. This is a Donkey Kong movie, and we are going to be working on it, and we're still working on it. The film that's going to be coming up in 2027 is the Legend of Zelda movie, and we are still working on it. More new updates and details and information will be coming later this year in 2026. The Donkey Kong movie is going to have potentially a lot of lore and many other things. And of course Donkey Kong, the main Kong himself. Now, let's move on to another thing we'd like to be showing. And this one is something very big that's going to be happening in 2029. And be releasing 3 years from now. Let's take a look.
Bowser took my sister? Some kingdoms lose their light long before anyone notices.
Peach, Bowser took my sister, and he took your future with her. Then let's bring them home.
This is not a promise. It is a prison.
When every kingdom witnesses it, she will have nowhere left to run.
The only way to reach him is to outlast him.
If Bowser reaches the moon with that ceremony intact, every world will feel it.
I'm done arriving. Too late.
Don't fight for me.
What Have You Seen is a Super Mario Odyssey movie. This is potentially confirmed to be coming to theaters near you in the year of 2029. We are still working on a lot of development, and a character at the very end of the Mario Galaxy movie film appears to be Princess Daisy, and she is the one that's going to be in the Super Mario Odyssey movie. With Bowser's evil plans growing even bigger than ever, with Bowser Jr. being with him, and the Koopa kids are finally gonna be in the Super Mario Odyssey movie. Roy, Wendy, Iggy, Larry, Morton, and the other Koopa kids, etc., to be in the Super Mario Odyssey movie. Now, I want you to take you on a journey to another part of this special Nintendo Direct presentation. Let's take you on an adventure through the Mario and Luigi series. What Have You Seen is the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This game is said going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2029. Most of you are mostly looking forward to that. Now, I would like to show you all another trailer and what might be possibly coming in the future. Let's check this out. What Have You Seen is a trailer of Luigi's Mansion 3 HD for the Nintendo Switch 2. Luigi's Mansion 3 HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2029 as well. Now, most of you are mostly looking forward to this. Now, let's fast forward a couple years and move on to something even bigger now to this world. Let's take a look. What have you seen is a Nintendo Switch 2 brand new version of a brand new 3D open world Mario game. This is gonna be happening in 4 years from now. It's the year 2026. Let's count, see how many years it will be coming out from now. 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031. And 5 years from now, Super Mario Galaxy 3 is going to be happening on August 15th, 2031. Let's now move from there and move on to a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of something you've never seen actually before in your lives. Let's take a look.
One dark and stormy night, Mario receives a mysterious letter. That's no letter. It's a color-drained toad! Who would do such a thing? Mario and company trace the letter back to Prism Island, only to find the island's been invaded by dastardly paint thieves. That's your cue, Mario! Paper Mario, Color Splash! This time around, Mario's adventure takes place on Prism Island. The island's been robbed of its color, throwing the land into chaos and all kinds of craziness into Mario's path. Be careful, Mario! Whoa, that doesn't look good.
What have you seen is a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of a Paper Mario Color Splash. Nintendo Switch 2 edition. This is gonna be released in 2031 as well. Know that most of you are mostly looking forward to that. Let's talk about another trailer. Let's take a look. Paper Mario Origami King. This video game is for the release of the Nintendo Switch 2 edition as of September 13th, 2033. Quite the amazing project we are working on as well. in the future. For now, let's move on to another big, beautiful trailer we like to show you all. This next one is Pretty Mario Velas. Let's take a look.
Onward and upward.
Isn't there something wondrous about Minecraft? I bet there is, because what you have seen in that trailer is Minecraft. But this time, Super Mario Bros. Wonder Upgrade is getting added to Minecraft. This is going to be releasing summer 2033. I know that most of you are mostly looking forward for the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Upgrade in Minecraft and the Super Mario Mashup Pack. Let's now go on to other bigger and bolder things. Also in the year of 2033, Super Mario Odyssey 2 is coming out onto the Nintendo Switch 3. This is going to be coming out holiday 2033. Now most of you are mostly looking forward to be seeing this in the future of Super Mario. Let's now move on to something a lot more bigger, way more than you think. Let's take a look. The year 2034 is somewhat a big year. There are two big games that are happening this year. we have gotten Super Mario 3D World 2. It's a trailer you have seen. And this is going to be happening in that year on July 12th in that year. I'd like to show you this next one we like to show you. Well, let's talk about it. Because apparently something big is in the works. There's no trailer for it. Just because this is all about a brand new movie. It's not a game. It's a movie that's going to be coming out. And this movie is from the Mario franchise. This is what we call Super Paper Mario, the movie. And this is going to be happening in that year. As of the fall of that year, that season. Know that everyone is mostly looking forward to that big new other Mario movie that's going to be happening. There's like a mysterious spell that came over the Mushroom Kingdom, and Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach have turned into like paper thin characters. And whoever did this could be Wart or Bowser or someone else that did this. So, let's get straight to another year of amazing Mario Realist things. Let's talk. For this one, this is happening in the year 2035. There is going to be a massive game that has no trailer. This is somewhat to be in a series that everyone loves. This series is called the Super Mario 64 series. It's just one game, but this time it's a Nintendo Switch 3 edition. There's no trailer for it, just because we haven't shown exactly a trailer just yet. But we will do that coming up later this year. And so, Super Mario 64 Nintendo Switch 3 edition is going to be coming in that year and in 2035. Let's move on to 3 other games we're going to be going over. What you have seen is something completely remade. Remember Super Mario World, the one I just talked about earlier in a special Nintendo Direct presentation? Well, we took that retrospective and turned that into Super Mario World, the classic game, but into 3D game. This is going to be happening on October 13th, 2035. This is happening in the 50th anniversary. And 2 other games are getting announced in the 50th anniversary of Mario. Let's take a look. The other big 50th anniversary Super Mario game is Mario Kart World. This is becoming a Nintendo Switch 3 edition because the Nintendo Switch 3 comes out in the year of 2033, and we like to introduce Mario Kart World as a Nintendo Switch 3 edition in the year of 2035. This game is also getting announced in the big upcoming General Nintendo Direct in the year of 2035. And most of you are mostly looking forward to that. And Mario Kart World being the Nintendo Switch 3 edition with a new DLC expansion pack. A new one that no one has ever seen before. So, let's wait until the year 2035 and we'll see what happens. Now, let's go on to another game that everyone is going to be loving. This, coming up next, is quite the other biggest thing. Let's take a look.
Onward and upward.
Also in the year of 2035, the year of the 50th anniversary of the Super Mario franchise, Mario Golf Super Rush is receiving a DLC expansion pack. In this DLC expansion pack, you have seen in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, with new different things and a new boss that everyone's going to be enjoying in Mario Golf Super Rush. This DLC expansion pack in Mario Golf Super Rush is set to be released on November 3rd, 2035. Let's move on from here and move on to other big things.
Super Mario is back in action on your Super NES. Yoshi is the focus of this awesome 16-meg game, and it's non-stop action through more than 60 wild levels in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The twin Mario babies were being delivered by Stork when they were ambushed, and one of them was kidnapped by the terrible Kamek from the Koopa Kingdom. But baby Mario fell to Yoshi's Island and landed right on Yoshi's back. Now it's up to the Yoshis to reunite baby Mario with his twin and get them back to their parents. Yoshi can even morph into useful vehicles. Yoshi's up to the challenge, and he and his family take turns protecting baby Mario by swallowing up enemies, turning them into eggs, and shooting them right back. It's great animation, graphics, and gameplay with battery backup in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Let's now dive into the year 2036, where the Super Mario franchise is turning 51 years old. And so, to the continuation of the Super Mario Bros. 50th anniversary Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island Nintendo Switch 2 edition is going to be happening on January 15th, 2036. Quite a lot of ways away, but it's worth the wait. Let's talk about something that no one has ever seen before. Let's talk about it. This has been officially confirmed by Nintendo and I. This is a big Yoshi movie, with the Glover dude voicing amazing Yoshi in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. He's making a return in 2036 and voicing Yoshi in the Yoshi movie. And I know that most of you are mostly looking forward to this. And so, we have one more final announcement for the future of Super Mario. Let's go ahead and take a look at this huge game. Let's take a look. This defies the future of Super Mario itself, and this game defies it all. What you have seen is an amazing holiday 2036 title. This is called New Super Mario Bros. The Worlds. This is an amazing Nintendo Switch 2 game that's going to be coming as of that holiday in 2036. This amazing game looks so beautiful. Its environment's beautiful. And everything else all about it seems so awesome so far. The release date is of what I said. And so we are working on this to be putting this on the Nintendo Switch 2. What do you think so far of everything you have heard for the future of Super Mario so far in this really special Nintendo Direct presentation? Well, let's now end it here. From 2D side-scrolling Mario successfully jumped into 3D. Think about the groundbreaking gravity and mechanics of Super Mario Galaxy. Think about the massive open world freedom of Super Mario Odyssey. Now, let's look ahead at the next 10 years of Mario. Imagine what Mario games will look like by the year 2036. We're talking about next generation graphics and completely new worlds. What power-ups, new companions, or dimensions will we see next? For now, I would like to say thank you very much for watching.
Mario Brothers,